Well, I'm this afternoon with Tyler Neethling. We're here at the church, and it's a great opportunity, great blessing, and a real joy anytime a church has somebody that kind of grew up in the church and then they follow the Lord in vocational ministry and in commitment to the Lord throughout their lives. And so Tyler is a great blessing and really a hero for us at Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church. I know. Yeah, I made him laugh. But anyway, he and his wife Ellie and their children have been on a journey to just the Lord's leading in their lives. And so I'm going to let Tyler explain about their the Lord's work in their life and His calling of them into mission service. So Tyler, go ahead and share.
So I met my wife at Moody Bible Institute. That was the Bible college we went to, and we got married my senior year, and we both have felt a mutual calling to just youth ministry in general, wherever that would take us. My vision was always, I'm going to be a youth pastor in the local church in the States, and that's it. And God, as He does, really broadened that calling and made it bigger. And He said, think bigger. So we've been trying to think as bigly as possible over the years. And we've been in a couple local churches, whether doing part-time or full-time youth group stuff. And my wife grew up in the Philippines. She's a missionary kid. And she always said, how cool would that be if we could go back and do something over there? And I always thought, that's a fun dream. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Who knows? And the school that she graduated from is called Faith Academy in the capital city of Manila. They called us through their connection with Ellie, and they said, we have a position open for international boarding home parents. So what you would be doing if you're interested in this, is you would be the stand-in parents for all of our international boarding kids from China, from Korea, from Indonesia, from other parts of the Philippines, a couple, American business and missionary kids. But you would be their parents in those dorms for however long you'd be with us for the school year. And we thought, the way we've always done youth ministry is just having kids in our home constantly anyway. Why not go and do it over there? And we thought about it, and we prayed about it, and they kept pursuing us, and we thought to ourselves, this is it. This is the time to do it. We weren't exactly counting on a global virus to kind of put a delay on things. Right. But the Lord has really blessed our delay in going with more time to raise support, more time to pray, more time to reconnect with family before we go, and just kind of get all of our logistics together. So this has been a time of really intense and very deep prayer and support raising, and just continuing to prepare our hearts for what is going to come when we get there. So it's a process, but it's been a really good process, and we're just as excited to go now as we were when we first got the call and it was just a dream. Now that it's real, it's still really exciting, which is really cool.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
So give us a few prayer requests. If people could join and support you through prayer, what are some specific things that people could be praying for?
The big one right now is just that the Philippines, their country, has a very strict travel ban right now, which is why we're not there. We should have been there by now if all systems were normal. Right. So that will lift as soon but also as safely as possible, so that we can get over there and meet our students and meet the rest of the staff we'll be working with. So that's the really big one. The second largest one is just that we would be able to get the financial support that we need with the time that we have. It's pretty unprecedented that a family with a missionary calling and in a missions position raises this much support in this small amount of time. But God has used that unique circumstance to really show how faithful He is in providing. So just continued prayer that He would continue to show us that. And And then also just for the school, because they're an international school, so their students are from all over the world.
Right.
And we have schools here in the States who are remote and online, but all of their students are within their district. Faith Academy, they're going remote, and their students are all over the world. So that time zone challenges and, Zoom cutting in and out and echoing because it's from thousands of miles away, they have a lot of sometimes nightmarish logistics that they have to work around.
Sure.
So just that they can continue to do that, because my kids are going to Faith Academy, and now I'm having to do homeschool first grade online. So that'll be interesting, like so many parents are doing right now.
Right. That's good.
So I'd say the travel ban being lifted soon but safely, to get the rest of the financial support that we need, and then also just, prayer for the school, because they are doing their absolute best. And these teachers, every teacher at this school is a missionary from some part of the globe, and they have nothing but just the highest passion, the highest calling to not just teach kids a school curriculum, but love them and disciple them at the same time when they come to the school as well. Which is what we would be doing in the dorms, is a lot of just very deep discipleship. A lot of these are missionary kids, so they know the gospel, but as far as living it out and what they're supposed to do with it when they enter the real world, sometimes they're a little lost.
Sure.
So that's what we'll be doing a lot of.
That's great. Great work.
Yep.
And, the seeds you plant and the plants that grow from that will be amazing and impact the world. So that's wonderful.
Yeah, because they'll be going from Manila, from Faith Academy, when they're done living with us. They'll be going all over the world again. So I mean, if we can get the gospel deeply rooted in their lives now while we have them, then they're going to take that and just spread it everywhere, which is a really cool ripple effect to be a part of.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So if people can help financially or substantially in that way, tell people what they need to do or how they can connect with you or.
So we are being sent over there by a missions board called RCE International, that's Resourcing Christian Educators International. So technically we're going over as Christian teachers. So they have a website, and you can just Google RCE International, and you can get on their website. And on their website, you can find the various missionaries and people that they're sending and how to support them.
Okay.
You can do all of your donations online. You can do it through physical mail if you want. The website has everything that you need to know. So you would just look up my name, Tyler Neethling, or my wife's name, Ellie Neethling, will both be on there. And you can support us through doing that. You can also get in touch with me through email if you want, which is just my name, tyler.neethling@gmail. And then I can just send you all of the financial info if you'd like. They've really made it very easy and very streamlined, which is really, really nice. So through RCE International, through their website, or you can email me. And you can find my name on every social media platform too if you want to send me a message. So what most of our supporters have been doing is just getting in contact with us and saying, hey, set this up for me, and we do, and then it's done. So
very good. Yep. And if that didn't connect, or if that's not convenient, you can contact me, and I will send Tyler a message and get you in touch with him. So we're grateful to be able to have him. Also, anything else you'd like for people to know in terms of what's going on with your life? Besides the fact that you broke your foot. And
I did break my foot. I broke my foot because I stepped in a gopher hole. But, again, thankfully I didn't, I broke my foot here when all I have to do is raise support and talk on the phone anyway. So I'm not running around the jungle yet, thankfully. What's interesting about this particular calling is that we're not just going to be working at a Christian school. There are so many local ministries within that school's area in Manila that my wife has a connection to because they're old missionary friends of hers. So we'll be doing discipleship on campus, but there is a women's like trafficking recovery shelter that we have made contact with that we will also be working with on the weekends and during summer breaks. So there's going to be a lot of very deep, rich, hands-on evangelism and healing taking place there. Due to the Philippines' just economy and their lockdowns as strict as they are, a lot of people are going very hungry right now. So we've made contact with other missionaries who essentially have transitioned from a ministry of like church planting or administrative work to now they are just serving food out of their van because the people need it. So we'll be doing stuff like that again on weekends, on breaks, during the summers. So we are going to be doing a lot of different kinds of ministry within the main one of, discipling or boarding kids. And as far as what's going on personally with just me and my family, we are using the time that we have now to just get really excited about those things too. We have made so many contacts over there and so many acquaintances and friends already, and we have a wonderful network of people who are just really ready for us to be there. And that's a really wonderful place to be, because a lot of missionaries don't have that blessing and that luxury of having arms wide open, we're ready for you. They just go and they're in a place and they're like, we got to figure this out. But the Lord has connected us to this country now, which is wonderful. So we're just in a place of just excitement and anticipation and spending time with family and breaking our feet and all that kind of stuff, just kind of doing life. So
life happens.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah.
That's good.
So
yeah. Well, I hope that you will be much in prayer for Tyler and Ellie and their children as they make this transition. But also hope that you might pray about the Lord encouraging you or getting you in a more substantial way involved in supporting them. And that's one of the reasons that we wanted to do this YouTube video, so that you could hear and have time to think and pray about it. Also want you to know that tomorrow morning here at Pennsylvania Avenue Baptist Church, Tyler will be bringing our Sunday message. And he's preaching on Overcomers, I believe is the title. Yeah. And I'm so looking forward to hearing his message tomorrow. And you're welcome to join us in person. But that video will also be up on YouTube tomorrow afternoon, and that will be August the 23rd. If you're not watching this on Saturday as we video it. So anyway, check out the video. Pray for Tyler and Ellie, and be open to what God would have you to do to be a part of this great ministry. And like I said, we're just excited that God gives us the privilege to be prayer partners and kind of a home family for Tyler, and just the blessing it is to see people grow up in the faith and share that faith in Christ. So thank you, Tyler.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Appreciate
it. We'll be looking forward to that message tomorrow.
Yeah, can't wait.
All right.
Great.
God bless.
Thank you.
All right.